Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started with this lesson, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawahshi, Bahasham, Rakha Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the elect. All right, now the title of this lesson will be a lot of Israelites do not know what this truth is about. All right. A lot of Israelites do not know what this truth is about. All right. And the reason why I came up with the title of this lesson is because of this video here by GMS South Carolina '08. You know, the elder down there in South Carolina. All right. And the title of the video reads, General Yohana blames GMS for camp hatred. All right. And by him saying that, it must prove that he thinks that this truth is being all about being loved, all right, by the people, by the world. All right. But in fact, in this truth, you're going to be hated by the world. All right. You're going to be hated by mostly your own people. You see, your own people. All right. And this is what General Yohana, he doesn't understand is that's why he made this statement. You know, he blames Apostle Tahar, all right, for hatred, you know, on the Israelite camps, which we're supposed to be hated. You see, and that's what Yahweh, because they hated Yahawahshi, our own people hated Yahawahshi. Aren't we not servants of Yahawahshi? So we're going to have to go through the same thing. This is what this truth is about, to suffer, all right, to be hated for Yahawahshi's sake. If you're really preaching Yahawahshi, you're going to be hated. If you're preaching 100% truth of Yahawahshi, you're going to be hated. This is what this thing is all about. You see? So let's get into it. Let's get into this video.
When it comes to these damn groups out, you understand, I don't want nothing to do with them unless they giving up all flags and bringing their body under the truth. Because, of course, 90% of this shit is born out of selfishness, out of looking for power, out of sexual deviancy, and you just destroying the work of the Lord. Never before to harden them, never before did black people look at us like we had a sexual deviance problem. Never before did they look at us. Never before did black people, in all our years of speaking on the street, black people never felt like, I don't like them brothers on the street. They might have disagreed with us, but...
And that's a lie. That's a lie because, you know, our people has always came up against us. Our people have always came up against, all right, this truth. You see? I'm going to rerun that.
Never before to harden them, never before did black people look at us like we had a sexual deviance problem.
And that's a lie right there too. What about this guy right here on what was that? The right side of the screen. What about this guy right here? All right, but we keep going.
Never before did they look at us. Never before did black people, in all our years of speaking on the street, black people never felt like, I don't like them brothers on the street. They might have disagreed with us, but nobody came against us like they had, unless they had a drug problem or, you know, something like that. Before to harden them, never before did black people look at us like we had a sexual deviance problem. Never before did they look at us. Never before did black people, in all our years of speaking on the street, black people never felt like, I don't like them brothers on the street. They might have disagreed with us.
And that's a lie. That's a lie. All right, so basically what General Yohana expects is to be loved in this thing. All right, to you know, push the truth and, you know, to be loved, you know, by the world, you know, but we're going to get scriptures to prove otherwise. You know, we're going to be hated by preaching Yahawahshi. All right, so let's get into Matthew 10 and 22. Simple precept. All right, this is Yahawahshi speaking because it is in red letter. All right, so it says Matthew 10 and 22. And, you know, this is basically Yahawahshi telling his disciples what they're going to have to go through, the hardships that they have ahead of them. You see, and are we not disciples of Yahawahshi too? All right, it says Matthew 10 and 22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, right, for preaching Yahawahshi. We have the testimony of Yahawahshi. All right, and us teaching and preaching it out, all right, in public, we're going to be hated of all men. The heathen nations and mostly our people. It's mainly our own people coming up against us. I ain't no Hebrew Israelites. Y'all ain't no Hebrew Israelites. They always came up against us. It's not our fault. It's not apostles to hard fault that the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the brothers on down. It's not their it's not our fault. You see, it's supposed to be like this. All right. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. Right. So if you can endure all these trials and tribulations and persecutions until the end, you're going to be saved. All right. Very simple, you know. Let's get First John. All right. 3 and 13. All right, get it in the NLT. It says, First John 3 and 13. So don't be surprised, dear brothers and sisters, if the world hates you. See, it's that simple. Don't be surprised. It's not a surprise if the world hates you, man. And the world is supposed to hate you. All right, because what does the scripture say? If the world, if you were of the world will love you as its own. But if you're not but ye are not of the world, therefore the world hates you. Let's get that. All right, it's not a surprise. All right, well, let's get back. It says, so I don't, butcher the scripture. It says, NLT, 1 John 3. I'm going to read in KJV in the NLT. 1 John 3 and 13. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you. Then we go to NLT. It says, don't be surprised, dear brothers and sisters, if the world hates you. Right, well, we come into this truth. Hey, our own family members are going to hate us. And they're gonna try and avoid us. They're gonna despise us. Oh, here you go with this righteous shit. This Yahawahshi, mocking us basically. It's what it is. It is what it is. We come in this thing to suffer and be hated, of the world. But this is just the how do you call it? The rights. Well, this is just what we have to go through. This is what this thing is about. They persecuted Yahawahshi, but we're gonna get into that scripture. We're going to get into that, Lord willing. But let's get John 15. All right, verse 19. Before I get to this, I missed out on a precept. Matthew, let's get Matthew again. 10, all right? Because if you scroll up, a little bit more than where I was at, it even said our people are going to persecute us, all right? They persecuted Yahawahshi. We're servants of Yahawahshi. We're going to get that scripture, Lord willing. Let's see. Well, the point's pretty much been made. All right, verse 23, but when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another city, for verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. All right, so basically, our own people are going to persecute us. All right. Now, if you persecuted someone, do you love them because do you love them? No, you hate them if you're persecuting someone. You see, it says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought on what ye shall speak, for it shall be given unto you. Well, we made the point. All right, we're going to be hated in this thing. So let's go back to John 15. Salakia. Points have been made. All right, verse 19. It says, we started verse 18. 1 John 15 and 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. You see, the world hated Yahawahshi. All right, because of the message that he sent. Our own people really hated him. Starting with the wicked scribes and Pharisees, man, hated Yahawahshi. They despised him. Isaiah 53 talks about how he was despised. Let's get that real quick. Isaiah 55. There we go. Here. Not 55, 56. Lucky. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong one. Hold on. Isaiah 53. Lucky. All right, Isaiah 53 and 3. It says and this is talking about Yahawahshi. All right, this is a prophecy of Yahawahshi. It says Isaiah 53 and 3. He is despised and rejected of men. You see? When Yahawahshi came on the scene, he was despised and rejected. All right, the same thing with us. We're going to be despised and rejected. We're going to be hated. All right? If we're serving Yahawahshi, we're preaching 100% doctrine, we're going to be hated. All right, and it's plain and simple. Because this truth is not for everybody. It's only for the elect. The elect are the only ones that are not going to despise, all right, this word, despise the prophets. All right, it says, he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. All right, so let's go back to John. Okay, select, yeah, I'm all over the place. 15, verse 19. Well, 18. John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. You see, so basically, the world is going to hate us because they hated Yahawahshi first. All right, we have the testimony of Yahawahshi. All right, this truth. Verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own. You see, so if you were of the world, and you're going to have people loving you. You're going to be loved by everybody. You see, you're going to be loved by your own people. You see, but we're going to get it. We're going to get in James 4:4. If you are of this world, if you love the world, we're going to get into it. I don't want to butcher the scripture. It says, if you are of the world will love you. The world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore, the world hateth you, man. So if you don't have, if you're not of the world, all right, the world is going to hate you. All right, simple as that. You see, so once we come into this truth, we depart from this world. We come under the disobedience. We come under the obedience of Yahawahshi. We start to depart from this world. All right, that's when the world is going to hate us, man. All right, but you have certain Israelites in this thing that come into this truth, and they still love the world. They are still of this world. Therefore, the world loves them. You see, and that's not pleasing, all right, in the sight of Yahawahshi. But we're going to get James 4:4 real quick. I'm going to read verse 20 in John 15:20. It says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. All right, and we're the servants of your Lord Yahawahshi. It says, if they have persecuted me, right, Yahawahshi, they will persecute you. They will also persecute you. And Yahawahshi is already telling us these things. If they persecuted me, they're going to persecute you because we serve him. All right, this is to be expected when you come into this truth, man. You're going to be hated by your own family members, friends, wife, sons, daughters, all right, mother, father. You're going to be hated by them when you come into this thing. You see, because you're not of the world. You're departing from the world when you come into this truth. But some Israelites, they didn't depart from the world. Therefore, you still got, just to make a quick point, GMS is the most hated out of all the Hebrew Israelite groups. If you ask anybody, in this thing, in this truth, all right, what is the most hated group in the Israelite so-called community? I hate saying that word, but just saying it just for edification. What is the most hated group? They will say GMS. Because we get slandered the most, or we get talked about the most, mocked the most. You see, so we know, all right, that the men at GMS, starting with the apostles and elders, are not of the world. Why? Because it hated us, man. All right, but you have some Israelite camps out there that are loved by the Israelite people. Oh yeah, I'm not going to name any names, but we're going to get back into it. Salaki, I'm talking too much. It says, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. All right. So let's get James 4. All right. So it's not surprised. You shouldn't be surprised, all right, if we're hated in this thing. This is what's supposed to happen. You blaming the hate on us. Well, you know what? Whatever. James 4:4, it says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Let's go into that word enmity. All right. Enmity, cause enmity. You see here, hatred. All right, Strong's definition, hostility, by implication and reason for opposition, hatred. All right, so you just plug hatred in. It says, ye adulteresses and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world is hatred or an opposition with the Most High? All right, so if you're still friends with the world, you're still part of the world, you still seek, all right, to be a part of the world, all right, you're going to be hated of the Most High. All right, it says, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High, man. All right, so if you're still a part of this world, you come into this thing, you're still part of the world, you're an enemy, really. You're an enemy still against the Yahawahshi. All right, and what is a main indicator, all right, that you're a part of this world? All right, going back, all right, unto John 15. If you were of the world would love you as its own. You see, so you want to be loved, General Yohana, by the world, well, then you're a part of this world then. You the problem, not us. We're supposed to be hated. You see, and that's pleasing unto Yahweh to be hated by this world because they hated Yahweh Shai, and we're servants of him. It's something that's supposed to be done, supposed to be happen. This is something that's supposed to happen. All right. So that was pretty much it. You know, hopefully that was edifying. You have to Pastor Gabar, always pushes. You got to know what this thing is about, man, and something that's not basically being loved by this world is something that that is this is what this thing is not about. This truth is not about being loved by everybody. All right, that's how I want to say it. Salakia for my stuttering, but being loved by this world is not something that this truth is about. This truth is about being hated, being suffering, suffering that hate, and enduring it, because ultimately, we're preaching Yahweh Shai. We have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. If they hated Yahweh Shai, how much more us? And we preach Yahweh Shai, So if you're loved by this world, are you really preaching Yahweh Shai? You see, if you're loved by this world, are you really preaching Yahweh Shai? That's a question, all right, to you camps out there. All right, if you're loved by the world, do you really preach Yahweh Shai? All right, but with that, just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Radash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.